Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be my general utility Lydia team that I have put together after testing her in many different compositions and lots of different matches, hundreds of matches, lots of different builds. I'm going to show you the final resting place that I came up with in terms of the best general way that I farm gold medals in the arena using Lydia as the cornerstone of an arena team. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first things first, you guys already know I've done tons of videos on this, but I don't know when you're watching this if you're a new player or something. So Lydia, obviously the only way to acquire her is in Faction Wars. When you get the 819 stars out of possible 819, you can go ahead and claim Lydia right here. And she is a really good champion who is new to the game, and everybody's still kind of trying to figure out exactly how she fits and how to work around her, if she's really good or just good or not strong enough. All of that is still up for debate at this point in time, but I'm going to show you kind of how I decided to use her. So first of all, let me pull up the infographic. You guys know how I do things by now. This is the team that I have kind of settled on in terms of my general utility Lydia gold medal farming auto-friendly arena team up in Gold Force. So Lydia, amazing aura, the 100 resistance. So I wanted to use champions that I could stack a little bit of resistance on, like Torment with that base resistance of 70. I'm able to get him up over 200 resistance pretty easily without even trying. And then build my Bad L with 400 resistance just to make sure that he can't get debuffed, because he is my cleanser. So if he gets debuffed, the whole system can kind of go awry. Now, they do have an ability to sustain in a longer fight because of Torment and Bad L, with the Torment freezing and doing provokes and lots of CC, and the Bad L cranking out heals. I am able to withstand that storm, but obviously I want my Bad L to resist CC type debuffs so that he can cleanse everything they do to me, because I'm building this team to go second. I'm not worried about going first. I'm building this team to kind of absorb what they do and then cleanse it and then start the snowball rolling. Once I absorb what they do and then it's my turn, it's basically over. Once Lydia slams them and Saris removes all the buffs and Bad L cleanses everything, Torment's popping off with provokes and freezing people, and then I've got the CC rolling, and Lydia's buffing my speed so I can crank out turns faster than they can. It's basically over. I just need to absorb that first wave. Now, there are times where I can slide in a Mountain King instead of like a Bad L or a Saris or something in case they don't have CC, or certain scenarios where it's like a blender comp. I can put in Mountain King, absorb what they do. They're not going to CC me. I can take out like Bad L, put in Mountain King, absorb what they do, and then start cranking them down. So yeah, that's kind of how the team performs. And you can see the stats up there on the top left of the average speed of 238, HP of 59k, defense of about 3600, and then my average AC res score is 352 and 251 respectively. Now, I'll walk you through the thought process on each champion and how they fit into the team and why I put the gear on them that I did. Lydia, so a lot of her value comes in accuracy, so I wanted to get her around 200 resistance just so she's a little bit sturdy, but also making sure she's got enough accuracy to land what she needs to land, because that's a lot of her value, is getting all of those debuffs on your enemies. And then to cycle her through, get as many of those A1s off to place CC and cycle through all those turns as fast as possible to keep everything permanent. I wanted to try her in Relentless. The jury is still out with for me in terms of how good she is in Relentless. I don't think she's like an amazing Relentless champion, so I'm still a little bit undecided on that. I may switch her to give her, like, try to keep her accuracy above 340, 350, but maybe put her in some resistance gear instead. Maybe I can bump up her resistance to like 300 or something, and then with her aura be able to get it even way higher, because remember, all of these totals, they have 100 more. So getting Lydia to 200 resistance means that she has 300 resistance in battle. That's a lot in Gold Force. So and now it's not an insane amount. It's not 500 or something, but when you get your Bad L and his resistance is up there at 400, it's actually 500, which is totally viable in Gold 4, and I can farm medals pretty easily. But that's why I kind of went with that route. on Lydia. Saris, obviously she needs lots of accuracy, 400 plus if you want her to be reliable in gold 4. So up there around 450 is great. And then the resistance I didn't really stack on her because she goes after my Bad L. So she's going to get cleansed, and it's going to be all right as long as my Bad L can resist things. So with Saris, you're just looking for lots of HP and accuracy mainly while getting your speed tuned to go second. You can see her at 241 after my Bad L of 258. Tormund, I love Tormund personally in a stun set. I love how suppressive he is with stun plus fearsome presence, placing all those freezes, all those provokes, all the CC that he gets, and then you add on top of that the stun set with his AoE A1. It's so suppressive, and it's so great in a team that's going to be going second and trying to win kind of a slow squeeze battle. So Tormund, remember that resistance of only 220 gets bumped up to 320 with just the aria from Lydia, and then the accuracy of anything over 300 is going to be fine for Tormund in gold 4. Bad L. Now Bad L is my cleanser. He goes first, and he absorbs and cleanses what the enemy does to me. So that's why he needs to have high speed to make sure he goes first in my team, because if I get CC'd, I need Bad L to cleanse it off. And Bad L needs to have good resistance. You can see that's why I wanted to get him up around 500. I would like to get it even higher once I min-max the gear a little bit better. There's some opportunities to improve that build a little bit, maybe find a little bit better stuff and bump that up a little bit. But also, the great thing about Bad L, so I really kicked around the idea between Hawkhorn Smash Lord and Bad L. They're both good in this type of setup. I chose Bad L because this team lacks on damage. I don't have like that hard hitting Canrifon Foley, somebody to really come in and clean up. Ignatius is a great go second defensive style damage dealer, but in this team I'm lacking damage. So what Bad L does is not only do all of his poison ticks help you with damage over the course of time. That's not super impactful in the arena, but it is something. And it does also pair with the poison sensitivity that Lydia does, so you got a little bit of a synergy there in terms of doing damage. But the main thing that's great about Bad L is his passive. Enemies under poison take 20% more damage. So my champions that don't normally deal damage, that 20%, you do notice it in a long arena fight when you've got AoE abilities like Lydia and Tormund. You notice that 20%, it definitely helps out. So I can build kind of a utility team that's lacking a hard punching damage dealer, and I can still do enough damage because of Bad L's passive to kind of whittle them down. So that is why I kind of settled on using Bad L instead of Hawkhorn, but Hawkhorn's very good in a setup like this. Which is why you can see down there in the middle under rolls, I've got damage for Bad L, heals and cleanse, and then control was the main utility of Tormund. Utility debuffs and buff stripping for Saris, like if they've got a bunch of shields. That's why I have Saris go second. Bad L cleanses, Saris strip shields, and then we're off to the races with Lydia and Tormund after that. And then Lydia, obviously for the aura, is amazing. The 100 resistance, if you're gonna have any sort of a resistance sturdy team. Lots of control, and then I had to put utility because she just does so much just in synergizing with the team. I would have to list like 7 words to list her roles, so I put utility there because Lydia does a lot and brings a lot to the table in a longer arena fight. And before I show the team in action, I know sometimes you guys want to see the masteries, so let me put away this infographic, but that will be down below in a pinned comment, so you can pull that up nice and easy if you want to take a look. And just really quickly, I will show you the masteries because I know sometimes you guys are curious and want to see the masteries here. I tried out Oppressor. This is not super necessary. You could go Eagle Eye or a Resistance Aura, or not Aura, but Mastery. I want to try this out just to crank out turns with her, but totally viable to go Eagle Eye or the Resistance one. I need to still do a little bit of thinking on that. But this is the masteries that I have for the Lydia in this team. And then here is the Tormund. The stun set with Fearsome Presence, amazing. I love this build on Tormund. And then the Bad L that we've got right here. This is the masteries. Remember, I had to get him a lot of resistance. He can't get debuffed, or he can't get CC'd, or the whole team is at risk of crumbling. So I've got to have him with good resistance so he's not getting CC'd. And then the Saris is going to be right here, is the masteries for her. We want the Eagle Eye because she has to have good accuracy. That buff strip is so crucial. If she's not able to strip those buffs, again, the team can kind of go in a bad direction. But yeah, now let's take the team for a spin here, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like when I'm farming medals in gold 4, and it's pretty auto friendly. I'll try to pick some tougher style teams in Gold 4. This is a fun one here. We'll just see what happens on auto. We've got block damage, counterattack, and Syl with the revives. Now, Saris is one that I do have to manual sometimes if it's like a super crucial type thing. But you can see here, my champions are hitting a lot better than they normally would because of that bad L passive. So I'm able to kind of do enough damage to slowly whittle them down with all of the CC and debuffs that I'm cranking out of them. And then the Lydia with speed buffs, I'm able to crank out more turns than they can. So it all is just kind of a slow squeeze that whittles them down. It's auto-friendly. I can sit here and just auto the arena. I don't have to manual too much. And we're able to farm in Gold 4 pretty easily. So let me see if I can find a couple more. This is a 200k double revive team. So this is going to be a tough one. We'll do this one for fun. Why not? We'll see how it goes. See if we can do enough here to now with a team like this, you do have to be a little bit careful with the double revive teams. Arbiter, Duchess, things like that can get a little bit out of control because they can do enough revives to crank them out, even though you've got the Lydia blocking revive. But so you got to be careful with 200k plus double revive teams. You can get in a bad direction in a hurry against that. But you can see here on full auto, it's not a problem. We're able to chew through them, keep them CC'd long enough to make it happen. So that's a pretty good team for Gold 4, a 200k double revive team. Not bad, but on full auto, we're able to go ahead and take care of it. Let's see if I can find some more tougher battles here. No, this looks like a pretty easy farm page. Give me a tough one. 161, 132, 170 with a Rotos. Yeah, let's see what a Rotos looks like. So this is a revive team with the Rotos, Miscreated Monster, and Fushan there to do some stunning. But yeah, see, once we get to this point, and when we're off the races, there's just nothing they're gonna do to catch up. I can put it on full auto. It's completely over. Once I'm snowballing like this, and my rotation is set up, it's a wipe. Hang on there. All right, but let's find another interesting one. And then here is a double revive Torment team. So this one could get sneaky interesting. Let's take a look. Show you kind of how this will function in action. Maui and Duchess both have the capability to revive. And the freezes can be a little bit suppressive versus my team here because I do place a lot of buffs with Bad L. So this will be this has potential to be a fun one here. We've got some big stuff going on there. I'm gonna leave it on full auto and kind of see how it goes. There we go. The poison sensitivity block cooldown. That's pretty big that they did that on the on one of the block revivers. The block buffs gets bugged out. That was interesting. I've never seen that one. That happened like that. And there you go. There was the Lydia coming through. Clutch. Saris with that A2 that can place the block debuffs is crazy crucial, especially in a situation like this where you're going up against Torment. And that's one of the reasons this team is so generally useful. You've got the cleanse, the block buffs, the speed boost, the defense break, the buff stripping, the Torment CC, the stun set with fearsome presence of Torment. You're covering a lot of the crucial bases that you're going to be wanting to cover if you're doing an auto-friendly arena team. So there we go. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this one. I know a lot of people are curious about Lydia, and now that I finally have a good grasp of her, I wanted to throw a video out there and show you how me personally is going about using Lydia and building a team around her and using it as an auto-friendly general utility Gold 4 team to help me go ahead and farm those gold medals. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. I always enjoy hearing your input, and this infographic will be down in the video description if you want to take a look, and also a pinned comment as well. Nice and easy to find. So that's going to do it for me. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.